Hey yo, welcome back to the W podcast. We got my guy, Walnut Glut. What's good, Walnut?
Yo, what's up, man? Great Saturday. Happy to be here. Obviously, you guys are not seeing this on Saturday. We record on Saturdays, but
Yes.
having a great time, a great week. How about you? I know you've been busy.
Yes. And Jason, aka Josh, you know me. Mr. Three Kids, Mr. Can't stream on time, Mr. Only stream once a week, aka formerly known as Tick Turd Lake. All right, obviously you guys know we didn't have an episode last week. We were all pretty busy. The streams haven't been kind of consistent as we want them to be, but the podcast we're putting our effort into it. You know what I mean? So it's different. With streaming, you kind of like I'm gonna play MLB. Or I'm gonna play like myself, play 16 different games in one stream. Where you kind of go off the cuff. What happens? Just more reactionary. To where these, the podcast, you want to be more, planned. Yeah. So that's why we want to give the best content that we can personally, and then that kind of like it goes into today's episode, like kind of what we're talking about today, where when it comes to YouTube and content, Walnut came with the great question to me of what would you do, for content, like how far would you go?
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest question. I think we got like a great episode planned today. We found some people that have taken content pretty far, and then just kind of posing the question to us, like, how far would we go? What would we do for that kind of that little extra bit of clout, that little boost to fame, if you will, YouTube fame, or wherever it could take you. You never know. So we're gonna dive in. We have a few accounts that we'd love to touch on today. We think they're interesting, whether it be weird, whether it be kind of disgusting, or whether it just be like something that you never thought you could make money off of. So really excited for this episode today. We should probably just get into it, shouldn't we?
Yes, actually, before we get into it, I do want to say, normally, you're good. At the end, normally we ask, kind of like what I want to ask before we start, because I learned some things like just from the content, like, Walnut, he basically put all this stuff together and showed me, and I was like, shit, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know that was a thing. So in the comment section below, tell me how far you would go. What's the furthest you think you can go before we get into this other stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you get any ideas.
Yeah, before you get any ideas, like, and there's guys when we're talking about normal kind of traditional content creation. We have great fans here on the W. We only have 33 subscribers, mind you, but still great fans. We have R Hickey. I know you're watching this, Hickey. Fantastic content creator, R Hickey 28 on YouTube. Go check him out if you like MLB baseball, because he's kind of putting out all this kind of content on the MLB The Show, whether it be kind of guessing who's coming out, giving you roster updates. So whether it be that, whether it be other people, Ghost of Snowman shouting "come" all the time, whether it be even Sweet Lou 192 making. I know it's really leaning on baseball content because that's kind of where we started. But if you're interested in all these guys, they're really trying to like make a name for themselves and put out different kind of content that you're not usually seeing with all the other normal content creators. So I mean, that's very traditional content creation, I'd say. We're trying to take a step further. Like, where would you actually go when you're talking content creation? Like, how deep into this rabbit hole would you actually go? So.
And you kind of brought up three different, CZC members, W individuals, W human beings, where they each have their different like category, what they do. Like you said, Hickey's more not analytical, but he does more of the content based, like, hey, invest in this person if you want to make 1 million stubs. He has 4 million stubs and the collection, which AKA not gonna ever complete the collection. Josh, I messed that all up. And you got Ghost, who's like has that entertainment, like I said, Scream and Come. He's the Come Lord, the Come Master, the Come Bath, the Come Leader. He does like he brings that entertainment, that crazy. Like, you're not just gonna find him because YouTube might not promote him because of the things that he does, but when you do find him, you're entertained.
Yeah.
And then you have Sweet Lou, of course. I rolled my eyes because he has a little shortcut. Imagine when the Subway Series, you get the train, 2 home runs. You know what I mean?
You're just jealous. I get it. Yankees lose. Aaron
Judge walked it off not last night, but he walked it off when I streamed the other day, and then he hit 2 home runs, not 1, 2 home runs
This isn't about
including
Aaron
a grand
Judge.
slam.
This is not about Aaron. Fuck Aaron Judge. Fuck him. He's not even going to be a Yankee next year. Fuck him.
It's true, but Sweet Lou, he comes with those kind of short, compact, straight to the point. Except for his analysis of kind of like the trade of Juan Soto, which that was a W episode. I watched
and that's
that.
what I mean. I think because like Lou is kind of taking his content in that direction. And again, we could sit here all day and name MLB the Show creators just because that's kind of where we started. But let's just kind of go to the page. Yeah. But we're talking today. We're talking the deepest, the weirdest, the like, and again, as much as we love the guys we mentioned, the people we're going to touch on are obviously much more successful because of how they grew to fame. It just is what it is, and hopefully the guys that we did mention are going to find themselves in a situation where they're going to be happy making content and like for a living. Because I know mostly everybody when creating content you have to kind of have another source of revenue, because when you start it's a fucking grind, and you never know if you're going to blow up, if and when you're going to blow up. You have no idea.
Especially now.
Yeah,
there's so many creators.
Yeah, exactly. And these people that we're going to touch on really didn't know themselves either. So I wanted the first kind of channel I wanted to show you today. And again, I don't really know how to say this guy's name. It's an Italian name. His name is Anroldi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But he is a magician on TikTok. And I don't know if you kind of notice him right now, how he looks. But he has kind of taken up a mantle of Mr. Bean. You Mr.
fucking
Bean, right?
Canadian. It's Arnaldo.
What?
Arnaldo Mangini.
Arnaldo. Oh, I must have wrote it. I wrote it wrong. I wrote it wrong in my notes. Okay, I wrote it wrong in my notes. Arnoldi. Okay, it's Arn.
He said I like to watch this guy who gives up, ninth inning walk-off home runs to the Houston Astros. Aroldi the magician.
Okay. His name is not important. Okay, he's fucking Italian looking ass, but he also looks like Mr. Bean. I think that's the biggest.
He looks exactly like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, and his content is like it's I don't know if I could play the music. We don't want to get claimed here, but it's for when he's doing like his normal kind of TikToks. Oh, what is he gone?
He got canceled. Arnaldo got canceled
live. No,
literally.
No. I don't believe you.
Literally 2 seconds.
Okay. I don't believe you. I would have been fucking ecstatic. We would have ended the episode right here. It would have been like, hey, we're done here. Like I'm so happy. But I also, when I found this guy, I found him on live, which I'm gonna need a second here. Hold on. I had a video up of him.
So just like looking at just this screenshot of his videos, he's very like, he has the colorful shirt. Yeah.
And here he is. This is the one I found him on live. I'm just gonna skip this part because it's super annoying. But
that's super.
Like it was like a stupid little like sound effect, like a whatever you call it, fucking flute kind of thing. So like when I found him on live specifically, he really tries to be Mr. Bean. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing these things where he's like acting really stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This kind of stuff.
Definitely, that's something like, myself having kids. You kind of mentioned to me before, but like this is stuff like a kid would laugh at.
Right, exactly. And it's like, I don't know how I feel. Like, and again, like when you do this kind of content, like I don't know how much money this guy's really making, but when I look at this guy, I think of Mr. Bean, who technically was a kids TV show. I think of like more modern TV shows like Blue's Clues and The Wiggles and stuff like that, with like how it's obviously catered towards kids, but these adults have to act really stupid. Like, look at this guy. He's like, look at the face he's making. Yeah. Like, it's just really, really weird. Like, and I don't know how I feel about it, because like when I think about that kind of stuff, I don't know where you have to be. Obviously, you want to be a creator, you want to be an actor, you want to do something, and then I don't know what in your mind goes, we're going to make kids content. Like, obviously it's a little easier to make if you're okay with kind of looking stupid, like this guy clearly is. Like, he's acting so goofy, right? Like,
so the way I would think of it is like, maybe he did want to be an actor or a comedian type deal, and like that was like his niche of like being Mr. Bean and doing something, and it just like failed. So then he brought it to this, obviously this platform of TikTok, to where And really with TikTok, even some Twitch sometimes, and YouTube. Twitch not as much. I feel like you can be more adult, be more of
Yeah.
yourself on Twitch. But I feel like when it comes to TikTok and YouTube, sometimes you have to act like this for you to find success.
Well,
Um,
and I mean,
and-
like we kind of mentioned, Snowman shouting "come," and it's not like "come" is not, you know, kid friendly at all,
yeah,
obviously. But
no,
I'm just
yeah,
saying, it's like it is like it kind of works with that sus nature that kind of like more younger kids are into nowadays.
yeah,
And even like, you know, when I'm streaming, it's like adding in the voices and stuff like that. I know people love voices, and voices are, you know, more catered. It's not like I wouldn't think a grown adult would really be super interested. Oh, there's an Uber Eats email there. I wouldn't really think of like people thinking that voices are super meant for like somebody who's like 40 or 50. Like I don't think older people are really watching my content. It's people that are like our age, maybe a
yeah,
tad bit older, and obviously Twitch skews younger anyways. So
yeah.
um
But even with saying that, like America's Got Talent, like this guy wouldn't make it to the final to where someone like if you were doing voices, like impressions, jokes, the way that you do, I feel like that would make it further than something like this.
right.
Because you know, like American television, period, is not always catered towards kids.
Hmm.
Uh, to where, like I said, like you were saying, TikTok, Twitch, and even like you said, Ghost, that his content isn't catered towards kids, but there's a market for it. This guy, it seems like maybe he didn't make it somewhere
Hmm.
or in the market that he wanted to, and so he makes this. And that kind of goes to another thing, like you were saying, like Wiggles and Blues Clues and stuff like that. Like Blues Clues, Steve, like I think his name is Steve, the first
Yeah.
Blues Clues ever.
Yeah.
He was like a drug addict. He had to go to rehab. Like he had like life problems. He was like, he had shit going on. Wiggles, my 2-year-old now, he used to love the Wiggles, but there was like a married couple on there and they got a divorce and then they set to work with each other. Like when it comes to the content, you're seeing like this little clip of people in their life or the time that they sit down to record. You don't see everything else.
Right.
So, like I said, this guy probably was trying to be an actor. He failed. Maybe he became an alcoholic
Yeah.
and he watched, someone being stupid on TikTok. Not stupid, not stupid. I don't want to say stupid. Making content like catered towards kids where they act goofy and they make the faces and the
Yeah.
type deal, to where you and well, especially me, I know you probably wouldn't, but you know me, I have one motto and one motto only: fuck them kids.
Yeah.
With all due respect, because that's not what I'm not here to. I'm not the Wiggles. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not here to make kids come in and watch me. I want people who want to watch me, think that I'm funny, think that we're funny, and want to watch us. But of course, I'm not going to be like that on the podcast with you because obviously this is something we're doing together.
Right.
Which it's just like you said. At what point did he divulge into I'm gonna do my magician stuff while making these faces and kind of making a fool out of yourself
Right. Like a
for
little bit, like obviously, like kind of like leaning into the fact that you look like Mr. Bean kind of
Yeah.
just like tells me that you don't care. You know what I mean? Because Mr. Bean is obviously a goofy fuck. So you're kind of like, you're kind of leaning into that same world. You're like, if Mr. Bean's goofy, if I look like him, I might as well act like him. And the guy
Yeah.
obviously maybe growing up has been a lot more into magic. And he's like, how, maybe he was, if we like scroll back, I know this guy has like 800 jillion videos by now. Maybe if we scroll all the way back, maybe it's him doing magic without the Mr. Bean act adding on to it, and it might have flopped. So leaning into the stupid faces and acting like Mr. Bean is what really got him to explode into popularity, whether it be kids or adults with kids that have found him, and whatever the case may be. But I don't like him himself is not, I don't find him that cringy. He is a little bit like any kind of like, even the Wiggles, they have to like dance around and like talk about songs, like know, like it's just
do
like
the umbrella, do the
you know
umbrella,
more than I would.
do the umbrella around and around. Yeah, I know all that shit. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Like it's more like an evolution. Like you're leveling up to that level of, hey, maybe he was just doing magic, acts, and there's a million magicians on there. But how many Mr. Bean magicians are there on TikTok?
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's not the cringiest, but there definitely are some people that take it a little fucking far.
Oh, you ready to dive into that one?
Yeah, so that's kind of going to move into our next, the next part of it where, that's not as cringy, but that he's Mr. Bean, and you think when he's walking around in the supermarket, a little kid, oh,
Yeah,
you're fucking
exactly.
Aroldi.
Enroldi. What the fuck
You're
is his name?
Aroldi.
Arnaldo. Why the fuck did I write
Arnaldo.
Enroldi, bro? Like, what the fuck?
You're an Aroldi from
That's not
TikTok,
even
and then
close. It's not like I fucked up the A with the O. It's Arnoldo. Arnaldo. And I put Enroldi. Okay, it's
you need
fine.
to go back
It's
to
fine.
grade 12. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, it's fine. It's Arnaldo, not Enroldi.
Arnaldo Mangini.
Hold on, wait. I don't want to. Here, see, just to show people, I don't want to show the sausage being made, but look, I put Unroldy, acting like Mr. Bean magician for views.
Okay. No, well, yeah, it's a mistake. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. To actually,
Yeah, that's why we keep you around. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm here for. To make sure you're Canadian, not reading. I thought I couldn't read.
Okay, but like, listen, everybody's got to make a living, right? I don't want to I really don't want to have to shit on this guy because all he's doing is literally just trying to entertain people, just like Blue's Clues and just like the Wiggles. All they're just trying to do is have a job and trying to entertain people. The problem I have is taking it a step further. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know. And people, if you know TikTok, you've probably seen, and again, I'm going to look at the name first before fucking saying it. Amanyandeo. Amandeo. Whatever.
Amen Yandeo.
There we go. Amen Yandeo. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, but this guy pops up on my live all the time. I gotta mute this shit. Funny that we have the same sound on the first two videos, but like he acts like a literal cat, whether it be in public or whether it be in his own room. But I think this is taking a step way further, where the Mr. Bean thing, the Wiggles, and all of these things have, even when Mr. Bean is doing the magic, at least there's some kind of a kid can understand what magic is and want to become a magician or want to understand the mystery behind the magic. I don't what's the value? What's the value? What do we got here?
I don't that shit is ridiculous. Him laying on the ground and flopping around like an idiot.
Yeah, and then he's done reactions and stuff too. I think we can unmute this one. But this is his content, right?
Okay, so with that too, so obviously he's from, I don't want to be insensitive, he's from some Asian country. So I don't know if it's China or Korea or something like that. So there's another guy, I don't know if you've ever seen him. He always has his shirt off. He does where he has nipple tassels on and shit. And
I haven't seen that one. That would be an interesting one. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. This guy right now is currently live. We need to check in. We need to check in. Oh, he ended.
That channel got canceled. Yeah. His live got shut down.
The W podcast getting TikToks canceled from the beginning. Fuck them. That's what we do here.
I swear I'm prepared.
But this is this is literally pretty much when he goes. Wait, I'm trying to find one that when he's, maybe if we just search. Okay, can you stop saying something went wrong? I understand something went wrong. Something's very wrong.
3 million
back to the main
likes.
Page here was search MN, because other people have made videos reacting to him. Oh, he's done a Pikachu one too. So this is obviously a recorded live. He's not live anymore, but this is what he does on his lives, and he does get money. People are donating. Sure, there might be I don't know how much a hand and a ball, a soccer ball and a paw, but look at all this shit come in. You know what I mean? But is that Gengar go crazy? It's crazy.
Shout out Gengar go crazy. But my thing, how do you not only, like you said, people sit here and watch this?
Yeah, and people are donating to this guy and they're watching it. To his credit, I guess, whenever he does go live, it always says, "How long can you endure this?" That is his title. So I get he's trying to he's trying to make it around that he is cringe, that he understands what his content is, obviously, and if you're making content, you know what you're doing, in a way. This guy knows that he is cringe. He has to, right?
Yeah, but
But
I
it does
just like
if
you
he's
said.
I don't know how much he's making, and because this guy is, I've only seen him on TikTok. Let's give him a quick let's give him a
Google's.
YouTube. Let's give him a YouTube search here,
Yeah,
see if he has anything.
and while you're doing that too, but it's like when you're gonna when we're about to make the podcast, we get hyped up, we talk about it, we're just like, all right, we're ready for the episode. Then when we're done with the episode, we're like, yeah, let's fucking go W episode.
Yeah.
Does he like get home from whatever he's doing in his life and he's like, I'm ready to put the Pikachu, the
Right.
mouse outfit on, and
Right,
then he
'cause
gets
it's like,
done and he's happy with his life?
I don't know. Again, like I have no idea of what in his life has made him decide that this is the kind of content I want to create. You know what I mean? Like, again, I just don't see any value out of this kind of content. Like every other like cringy kind of content, whether it be Wiggles and all them, and even Arnoldi or whatever the fuck his name is.
Arnaldo.
I know. But even him, it's like, I get it. Like, it's trying to teach kids or show them. But this, man, this like scares me. This is something you fucking see on like Black Mirror. Like, this is like, it feels fake to me. Like, this is like simulation breaking shit of like, this is literally something you'd see on like a dystopian TV show. I don't know.
Maybe it has to come down to money. Like, it just is all monetary.
He can't be making that much. I mean, even looking up here, 1.6K, 1.5K. I'm pretty sure that'd be like $15 if I'm not mistaken. That might even be likes. That might not even be donations.
Well,
I think it might be donations.
YouTube is like
huge.
$200 per 100K views, right?
This is not even his channel. This is not even his channel. It's just some fucking random person. Like, I looked him up. He does not have his own channel, so he's not making his own
content.
I don't even know if we can show
YouTube.
this. The fuck is this?
What the I don't want to make obviously they were born with that.
Let's just sit here. Well, let's just talk about. Okay, I'm sorry.
Who makes content like this? And I'm saying,
oh,
how do you stoop so low to get? Never mind. I'm sorry. That's a birth defect. Hey. See, I got kids. I have kids, so like, that's the one thing. Like, you think as a parent, you're just like, I've been blessed that my kids are happy and healthy. So I feel bad for stuff like that, and obviously that was a documentary. But to go back to Mayan Gano guy, he like it goes back to that same question with the Mr. Bean guy. Like, what happened in his life to where he got to the point where he's like, I'm gonna dress like a cat and rattle around on the floor for money.
Yeah, and again, like, he doesn't make any sense to me. So it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's more of a therapy inducing thing, because there are people that like to, act like furries. I don't think it's a sexual thing with him. Like, I'm not saying he's acting like dressing up like a cat and going.
Well, you think?
Maybe he is.
Not?
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Maybe he is. But it's yeah.
I was gonna say he has a butt plug in. That's why he's making all them faces, and he's got like a Bluetooth every time he gets a donation. That's what it is.
But again, like, something like that, maybe it's more like, again, therapy, because this is how he wants to act. It's like a form of expression, I guess. I don't know. It's super strange, but I guess it's like, letting people live their lives. It's like, that's how far he wanted to go for content, whether he wanted to do it to make money and like become something, or whether it's just an outlet of his expression, and then people start picking it up and watching it more and seeing it on live, sharing it with their friends, and it just kind of snowballs that way.
Yeah. And also too, like you said, like, if you go back in their videos and you kind of just scroll back, maybe their content wasn't like that.
Right.
To where, there are maybe some content creators now that you look at them now and you're just like, how the fuck did you, why are you like this? Where maybe before they made like some wholesome content, or like they made sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know you're kind of explaining a little bit of, one person to me where
we'll get into that. It's like, because that is such an extreme, and I don't want to give it away yet. So we got one more to touch on before we get into that.
Okay.
We have here, this is just one person, Jakey Bohem. Why all these people got fucking hard ass names to say? I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure you've seen this. I know a lot of people have seen this. This is just one example. This guy's from Australia. Every time he goes to bed, he allows people to kind of take control. Yeah.
No, get those lights on.
So I have seen stuff like this. So he's basically putting his sanity on the line for entertainment, which, like I said, this isn't, I feel like, as bad because like he's not embarrassing himself. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like this isn't him like I react. Of course, maybe some of that is like, you know, overacting like that there,
Yeah.
but he may actually be tired and you know, someone claims a little crown and you know it blares something loud and wakes him up. You know what I mean?
Because my
But
my also
this isn't
question
that
is
bad.
like, this guy is from Australia. Of course, we don't know when this is a day ago, so he's very active and stuff like that. But like, he says live every night to go when he holy fuck when he goes to bed. But it's like, I don't know, like, does he have something? Is it daytime right now and he's just doing this for 3 hours, like as a form of a job, and then he actually goes to bed and has a nice sleep, or is it this is what he does when he goes to bed just to make money? Because like when I've seen these fucking people go live, dude, like I'm like, I see 1,000 tokens, a hundred,
Yeah.
like it's like that's $10, that's $5, that's like the guy's just getting. It's almost like being on Twitch and just seeing people just get money after money after money, and just seeing the world or his room around him react to everything. He
Yeah.
does have a timer up there. Apparently, it is 5 a.m. is like 10 to 5 is what he's saying.
Well, like you said though, this could not be 4 a.m. This could be he could be doing this shit from 11 a.m. to what, like, you know, 7 or something like
Right.
that, and then he plays games and then goes to bed at a regular time. We don't know.
Or yeah,
But
like it's like, yeah, because he could. I mean, if you're in Australia, I guess you'd
yeah,
you'd
that was
know
another thing.
because
The time zone too. Like
yeah,
obviously he could be off from Australia, but maybe he's not. You know what I mean? I don't know if he has content showing where he's actually from, but maybe
right.
he's really from America and he just is
And
pretending.
that's how you get that's how you get around it. That's very true. And like, and just
That's
lie
fucking
of
smart though.
it
Like
is.
that's smart. Like that content, I wouldn't do it
I
because
wouldn't
that's a
do this
little.
either, but like I do find it super smart of having, because like people love being like even being on Twitch. Like I know you've kind of stepped away from the sub screen, but like, you know, when people donate, it's like this, you know, some like I have my sub screen come up, or even just like even when you donate and you have your let's go, it's like
Yeah.
that is like a reason people want to like. If you just went live and people subbed and nothing happened, you just looked over and you went, oh, thanks for the sub. I understand like huge streamers like Ninja and like Tim the Tap Man, that's what happens to them. Like if they get a sub, maybe they say thank you to you, maybe not. Like that's how big they are, and they don't have something that comes on screen and be like, like, oh, somebody so and so gave a sub. Like they don't have that shit anymore because they don't need it. But I know that like being live and having something that people can react or interact with, whether like even our sound effects, you know what I mean? Like we both have sound alerts on there. Like that's how CZC even started. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, exactly. Yeah. Like it was like it was a lot of bits, you know, and Ghost, you know, claimed it and the sound played. And I was like, I just said it and it just naturally happened. But no, yeah. I think you're right. When it comes to some people just like seeing their name on the stream though, period.
yeah, exactly.
You know, they gift or they follow. And, you know, for me, you know, I don't have a sub screen, but when they follow, something pops up where it says like follow, and it's, hey, appreciate the follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people just like that. Where like with that guy, he obviously it pops up in the chat and he has the screen in the background where it claim, you know, it tells you what to claim, what it does.
Yeah,
But I
and
think
this is actually I've never seen this guy live, but this is one of the most intricate setups that I've seen where like you see where everything does, whereas like again, like this guy, it seems like he started however everybody else does. Like a lock and key will get that going, a corgi will get that to light up. Like that's what I've seen, and more people just putting like random paper around. But this guy has obviously 2 massive screens in his room now. Like that's how fucking much are these screens? Like this is like a 65-inch TV on its side or something, man. Like that's huge. This guy's making so much money.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, compared to how much he probably makes in a day, like just the night that he has to endure this for, he probably makes $1,000-$2,000.
I mean, even if you make $300 a night, even if you make $500 a night, it's like
it pays for the TV
for doing basically nothing. Like, okay, he's laying in bed going,
Yeah, and that's I think that is kind of played up, but like
Of course it is. Oh, here's a older, like as we get older, that one screen is now gone, and here's a smaller one, and then he
yeah,
upgraded this fucking massive ass screen. But this is what I'm
yeah,
talking about of like how like the guy went to a print shop and got these printed out because like
yeah.
there's no you don't
TikTok,
get these long ass pieces of paper for nothing.
we
So
like to
like
party, hanging like yeah,
yeah, this is how the guy started, and this is how most of them start that I've seen. Oh wow, he got on the news.
This profession under jobs you never
Okay,
knew
maybe he is
existed.
Australian. This Australian news.
Influencer.
okay.
TikTok star.
So yeah, so he literally puts his sleep and his sanity on the line for the content, for the money.
They're showing now. Here you go. Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. Like again, like I wouldn't do this like you said, but like
Yeah,
this at least is like it's creative,
yeah,
and for some reason it's like a little more. It's well, it's not a little more. It's definitely more respectable than fucking Gucci Gucci Gucci.
yeah. And you can't like maybe this guy, this guy here, when he doesn't have the cat outfit on, 90% of his day, this is 1% of his life. Maybe the other 90% of the time he's not like this, but you know what I mean? Like even with Mr. Bean's guy, he goes to the grocery store and somebody sees him and like, hey, you're the guy that dresses as a cat.
Yeah,
And it got, maybe he has a girlfriend, maybe he has a wife, maybe he doesn't.
right.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to meet a girl and you're just like, maybe she's on TikTok and she just is like, the fuck is that you in a fucking cat outfit?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you have to deal with that. And like I said, I think out of all those, the last guy, it's smart.
yeah.
I have fucking 3 kids, a full-time job. I try to stream. We do the podcast. I need my fucking sleep. My ass, I go to bed at like 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not fucking around with my sleep. I'll tell you that for free right now.
I would literally kill somebody.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that. Can you say that? We're gonna
In
get
Minecraft,
demonetized.
in GTA, you
In
kill somebody
Minecraft.
in GTA.
Yeah, GTA 6 coming in 10 years. They announced it. But hey, speaking of GTA 6, did you hear about
What?
the main character?
What?
It's a female Latina, a
That's cool.
Latina female.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They haven't had a female in GTA like a lead.
Not like a character like that.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's some people don't like it, but
Well-
I feel like you got to try it, see how it is first.
Yeah,
It's a video game.
it's a fucking video game. You're gonna have fun. It's the same exact thing, whether it has a fucking virtual dick or virtual tits. Like it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. But we're getting off topic here. I didn't mean to say, I'm gonna end somebody in Minecraft, but I couldn't do any of those 3 things, let alone the stuff that we're gonna dive into in a little bit. I don't cater to kids myself, so to take it to the point where you're embarrassing yourself, I don't like to embarrass myself. Which isn't true because I drank the whole bottle of the corn. You know what I mean? When I probably shouldn't have. I didn't have to. I didn't have to eat the last nut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
But
did
it's for the content.
And
It's
that's
for
what
the
I'm saying.
content.
I feel that too. Of like, I've been going around and like when I look at my pictures, I'm like, I've noticed that like I don't take a normal picture anymore. I always do something like stupid ass face. So it's like I get the like putting yourself out there and acting really strange for acting really strange, and like this kind of guy just popped up on my page. Oops, I did the wrong thing here.
Which one? The sleep guy?
No, I don't
Or
know if you've ever
somebody.
I don't know if you've ever seen like this guy. It's like he kind of reacts to things, but he's so annoying.
I hate this guy.
You do too, don't you?
Don't play. I fucking block. If I showed you my TikTok and how many people I fucking block because they do this fucking shit.
Where they like he screams at the end of it, right?
Yes, and it's so fucking stupid.
Bro, that is sick, bro. Dude,
This
this
one
one's
might
like a
not be
normal
one.
one. Yeah.
But there's like one where
Oh,
it's
we
like
canceled him
food.
too. We canceled him too. Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go.
yes, get the fuck outta
Let's
here.
go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
But bro, and there's so many people like that where he's like, oh my god.
Maybe he's
Like, I'm
like
just
maybe
like-
he's putting down the screaming, but like
He's already fucking blocked, so I don't care. Yeah, you're not getting unblocked. He's
he's
already
already
blocked.
fucking blocked. So we do not care.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got 21 million views. You know what I mean? Like, so
That's what I'm
obviously,
saying, man. Like it's so ridiculous, but it's like I don't understand of like something like this I could do, you know, if like I'll scream, like I'll fucking I don't care. Like
but it's just it's so fucking annoying, and it's like I think we even touched on this on like the first episode. There, people will watch it. People will fucking watch it. People will watch you dressed up as a cat and lay down on the ground in public in the middle of fucking South Korea and act like a cat.
oh yeah.
And then donate you a not bit, but like flower after flower after flower after flower. And then you go home and you sit in front of the camera and you go like all day for like an hour.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like I have no idea.
There's got to be some type of insanity in your head to but then like I said, it goes back to the money thing. Like I go to work every day because they pay me a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like I get paid. You know, some people who do that, like he acts like a cat for 2 hours out of his week. And maybe he makes what I make in what probably not, but I have a decent job. But maybe he makes more than someone who works at McDonald's for 40 hours a week. You know what I mean?
Right.
For that 1 week. So maybe he looks at other people and he's like, oh, I couldn't fucking flip burgers and serve people, get yelled at by Karen for 40 hours a week when I can just sit in my room and dress like a Hello Kitty as a fucking 40-year-old man.
Hey, like, and that's the thing of like, I definitely wouldn't be able to do that. Like I could barely, when I was, you know, making content early on in my career, I could barely come to the fact that I was using WWE action figures. You know what I mean? Like,
well, but you were a kid. Like you were not a kid. You know, you were a teenager then.
yeah.
That's different from when you're 30. You know, like I said, we're you know, you're in your early 30s. I'm closely approaching that.
Stop.
I'm in my late 20s.
We're literally born the same year. Stop.
So you know, I think about it too, where it's, you know, even with Twitch and playing video games, I probably will play video games till I'm 50. Will I stream till I'm 50?
Right.
Probably not.
That is, yeah.
Can we do content like this where we you know, we talk about stuff, we kick it, have fun, do, you know, like you said, not challenge, like we do some challenges, like we did the Death Nut challenge. Shout out episode 3. Go watch. Yeah. No, episode 3 was a Walnut episode. Episode 4, USA versus Canada. Go watch the Lester's. You know what I'm saying? Lester's Fixin' Death Nut challenge. And then we could do stuff like that where, you know, we'll throw out some ideas. We'll get some ideas from you guys in the comments as well. But
I think about that a lot too, because when I look at podcasters, or like I look at, and again, like maybe these are not the best examples because these guys are super famous, and like, you know, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, anybody else, like even, I don't know if you know, like H3, stuff like that. Like, you know, he's 38, he's coming up to 40. It's like, how long can somebody run a podcast for? How long can we do this podcast for? Can, you know, if this somehow takes off, are we going to be doing this until we're 50? Is Jake Paul going to be doing what he's doing until he's 50? Like, again, those probably aren't the best examples because they have millions and millions of dollars already. So you could probably, you know, if you have your money right, you can obviously
stop anytime.
You could stop anytime and go into a different kind of investment of like what you want to do with your money, and try to invest it in a different way to make more money that way. So I don't know, like maybe those aren't the best examples, but then I think of somebody like Howard Stern, you know what I mean? Like he's still making fucking content the same way he's made content 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Howard Stern is still on fucking
30 years ago.
Yeah. He's still on Sirius XM too. He's just fucking cranking away.
A radio show.
Yes, man.
Mind you, him and most of his guests have a face for radio.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he definitely does. And I know, and I don't know. Hold on, let's give our boy Howard Stern a little Google search here.
He's at least 50.
Oh, Howard Stern, he might be fucking. He might be 70. I don't know. Howard Stern. Yeah, he's 68.
Yeah, and he's still doing a radio show where he talks, he brings guests on, and you know, our niche isn't bringing guests on, but you know, we will have interviews here and there, you know, when we get to that point where we want to do that. We had shout out JD08, AK Jimmy. He hosted the USA versus Canada episode.
And you know what's weird, when I look at Howard Stern, it's like he's not even like 8.8k views a day ago, 2 weeks ago 90k views.
That's nothing.
That's not like it's. I mean, fuck. We would obviously kill for in Minecraft for those kind of numbers, but I'm just saying, like in the grand scheme of things, Howard Stern is such a big name that kind of is nothing. And thinking of another Howard that just started his own podcast. Well, I know his name's not Howard, it's Howie, but shut up. Same thing with Howie. It's like his episodes aren't really like, and again, the H3 one 430K views is the most viewed because he's, you know, obviously Ethan is super popular online. But everything else kind of dog shit. Bobby Lee, obviously huge, like Tiger Belly is a huge podcast.
Which is not for everybody, because even like Bobby Lee, like just the way he is, as that personality, but you got to think he started off with Mad TV,
right? Exactly,
like,
and then
he started out,
and now he's doing his own. Like I don't know how. Like again, these guys maybe not like Howie Mandel has more fucking money than he could probably do with from Deal or No Deal alone. So like a podcast for him is just like having fun. And same with Bobby Lee, probably like you said, he was on Mad TV and all this kind of stuff. He probably has money that he doesn't need to worry about what he's gonna do after his podcast, right?
But he's also been doing Tiger Belly, like same thing, like Joe Rogan, obviously the biggest podcast in the world, number one. You know, Impulsive is close, like you said, Logan Paul. Yeah, but
H3 is number 12 in the world. Like,
Joe Rogan, Bobby Lee, like they started this shit so long ago. They didn't blow up from, you know, Vine to YouTube to the podcast. You know, Joe Rogan, I used to listen to his older stuff. It used to just be him, you know, and then he has his guy that they used to just talk to, fighters, comedians. You know, obviously he's a comedian, so I think his first like 4 episodes, he brought the same comedian back to back to back to back.
Right.
And you know, people maybe thought like, well, we're thinking about the guy dressed up in Hello Kitty outfit. I don't think in 10 years there'll be a Hello Kitty platform for people to, you know, stand in front of a mic and go.
I fucking hope not. I don't want to live in this fucking world that's happening. I literally will not be here to see that, so don't worry.
Imagine the dystopian Hello Kitty world where everyone's wearing Hello Kitty outfits.
We have to do it for some reason, like we're just on the podcast.
You walk down the street, you're like, but you know, podcasts, like people probably, there may be someone with a radio show that was like, you know, can you believe this guy Joe Rogan doing a podcast? Like, what is this? This isn't a radio show.
Right. Yeah.
How is this content? Like, you know, maybe we're doing pretentatively for that.
And I mean, that's why I wanted to start a podcast this way, right? Because it's like, I felt like, you know, when we're starting this kind of stuff, it's like, it's way more fun to do a what do you call it? That's a little preview of what's coming up next. But I'm like, we're having fun and we're doing it. We could do it where it's just our voices, which, you know, our first podcast episodes technically are, and then Spotify added video. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like the best way to view this content is obviously by watching along with us, but I don't think there's anything wrong. Like I've listened to podcasts that are video podcasts, like Joe Rogan. I've listened to it just in my ears before while I'm driving, so I'm like, it doesn't necessarily, I think it enhances the content. Same with Howard Stern. Like his show is better if you kind of get that look into it and like see the people. Like I know they've had like people eating hot dogs, or like how many hot dogs can you fit in your mouth. Like he does weird fucking shit, Howard Stern. But it obviously is better if you get a look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not looking at the camera directly. Like the camera's like all the way in the corner over there, just kind of, they're just doing their thing. And you know, ours is more direct and more, you know, with the audience and kind of, you know, talking to you guys and with you guys about stuff. But yeah, like you said, Howard Stern, he's been doing it for fucking at least 30 years, I think. Yeah,
I think so. I mean, he's 68. Howard Stern gained popularity when internationally on radio from 1986.
Almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years, and in 2026 it'll be 40 years.
And he hasn't had to embarrass himself. He hasn't had to put the Hello Kitty outfit on.
He embarrasses other people. That's Howard Stern.
Does. Bro, and like they're there, and he's just like, so why are you a fucking idiot?
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? And yeah, like especially back in the day, you can't do that shit now.
He can't. He's definitely toned down, which is probably why he's lost a little bit of popularity. Yeah, because he can't really be himself, like as raunchy as he used to fucking be. But people still love him. He still has a great following. I mean, even when we're looking at his YouTube, like I said, like maybe himself is not super happy with 8.8k views in one day, but me and you, we would be fucking bouncing off the walls. I'd be like, you know, we'd be,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd be shitting my pants if we had 8.8k views in one day. So
literally, I would literally, you know, come.
I would come.
Yeah. All right.
So shout out to Howard Stern and all them. But obviously those are great ways to make content. If I could make fun of people all day long, fucking sign me up. Let's go. Like,
yeah.
But back to the content creators that, like, you know, have made sacrifices or, you know, planned it out, like, and this is definitely not cringe. I saw this guy on TikTok, again, a nice name that I do not know how to say, Dmitry Azovsky.
There you go.
Got it.
There you go. Pronunciation King, Walnut Glut, aka Pronunciation King.
Shout out to my family.
Yes. Shout out to his family.
Thank you.
There you go.
So we got Dmitry here, and I don't know if you've seen Dmitry on your For You page at all.
I've seen people criticizing him about him, you know, what he did.
Yeah, because he's obviously, like, every single one of his TikToks starts off with him being fat.
Yeah.
And then
first day 2021. Okay.
And then boom, 2022, he's lost his gut, really. He's working out. He's a lot thinner, obviously a lot more healthy. Maybe this one's a better one.
Okay.
Because he's super huge, and he has all this tight clothing right in all of his TikToks, right?
Yeah. And then this, like,
and then, okay. and then, there it is.
Can we get back to the game now?
Yeah, get back to the game now. I've actually seen so many. Okay, hold on. Here, maybe this one's a good one. Oh boy.
We get it. You're fat.
But the point being is that because when I saw this, I saw how many fucking.
He still can't see his dick.
Yeah, he still can't see his dick. Now his chest. Now his fucking chest is in the way. But when I saw this, it's like I saw so many videos of him being fat, and like I'm like, he had to have planned this out. Like he had to have thought, I want to get fat and then make a bunch of TikToks and then get skinny, because I didn't think, like, all of his clothes don't fit when he's fat. So I'm like, I didn't think he was skinny and then got fat and then did it in reverse.
Yeah.
So I had to look this guy up, and he is a personal trainer.
Oh.
And
whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
So he's a fat personal trainer?
No, like, because he started out being this size.
Yeah.
And then in the pandemic, he decided, like, this is something I looked up because I was so curious of, like, he literally has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking TikToks that are all the exact same. It's him being fat, something happens, he wants to change, and then boom, he's skinny. So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He is a personal trainer, and in the pandemic, he saw people gaining weight, so he decided to put on 150 pounds.
God damn.
And then lose it all in a year.
His fucking gut right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a fucking gut, bro. Like,
Jesus.
That's a gut.
So that explains why he has all this fucking small clothes.
Yeah. So, and then, like, diving deep down, especially into older TikToks where he kind of admits it. He admits that he did have the plan to gain a bunch of weight and then lose it, knowing that, like, there isn't that much to do in the pandemic. So he wanted to show people, he wanted to be an inspiration. But every single comment is, like, kind of shitting on him. I don't.
Because it's not inspiring.
80 pounds without it's not inspiring. It's just like, because people immediately thought he had a twin.
Yeah.
Or make 4,000 scenarios before is freakishly concerning. Like,
yeah.
This is exactly where it is. Good evening. I don't have a brother, and this is my experiment. Oh shit! I should probably mute this. We're gonna get claimed. I deliberately put on weight, and now I'm losing weight. So I don't know. And the fun fact of this is that's exactly how, you know, those old ass P90X videos of people, like, who are skinny and then, or like who are fat and then they lost a bunch of weight. That's exactly what they do, is like these actors, and not to this extent, obviously. This guy actually, like, put on weight. But a lot of those videos are people that just like gorge the night before, like eat a bunch of like melon, eat a bunch of stuff, and then their stomachs look fat, they look full, and then they just, you know, you work out one time and it's all gone for them, and that's your before and after picture.
But,
whereas, yeah.
Also, think that first comment you said, think about it. He literally had to film hundreds of fucking skits.
I'm gonna keep
while
going
he
until
was
it stops.
big to do this. So like, but stuff like this, like he's trying to be an inspiration, but it's fake inspiration.
I think that's why it feels fake, is because he made so much content out of it that it's like, it seems like you just wanted to go viral on TikTok. You didn't, it's not like he really cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he knew that a big fat fucking gut that immediately transforms into a skinny person is going to get a lot of traction, of people sharing it, of people being
inspired.
Yeah, some people being inspired. Some people, there are comments of people saying that it does inspire him, or that inspires them.
But there's content of people who were like actually big and had to lose the weight, and they don't have themselves going.
Like, look at all, like, we're still going.
Click an old one. Click one of these random ones down here. You see how he's, you know,
2021 though.
Okay, so can't get to the game.
Okay, so maybe because this is supposed to be when he's like,
is he in the process of gaining the weight here?
I think so, because he doesn't look that big here. He looks big.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to sit here and degrade yourself to the point where you wear small shirts so your gut's hanging out the bottom of it.
Oh, look, he put something fake in his pants.
Yeah, you see that he put a cucumber down there.
He definitely did. I mean, it
was a small cucumber, but
because we can't, apparently on YouTube, I've learned that if I do something like this, I'm not allowed to zoom into it, but we're allowed to show it.
There's literally a cucumber in his pants.
So, but like, that's his way of when he was gaining the weight, of like trying to go viral by doing stupid shit like this. Like, obviously he knew by putting a cucumber in his pants, it was gonna, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's just,
but imagine you're 100, 150, 800, 180, whatever pounds, and you put on 100 something pounds for this, and then you have a fucking heart attack.
Right. Imagine he died trying to do this experiment. Yeah, facts.
Like,
here's well, this is his first video, but obviously it's like just fucking Russia or something.
See, but that's January 2020.
2021. So this is like where he started his journey.
Just in making himself look bad.
Yeah. But again, there's no inspiration in his early videos because it's him just gaining the weight.
Just the new year, I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
That's hard, actually. The ab roller.
Oh yeah.
I have one. It's in the gym downstairs, which I haven't used yet because I haven't put the equipment together yet. Because
maybe this is your inspiration to put it together.
You know what? I'm inspired. Hold on. Let me just. All right, I'm gonna go work out. You know.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Well, it didn't wiggle that much, but I'm gonna go lose weight now. Give me 30 seconds and I'll be 150 pounds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. The transformation. No, but
it's not possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like this is great. Like, I don't like his content. It's not super amazing. Yeah. But kind of building off of this, of like this big kind of like, obviously his content, he had to get fat, and as we saw the ab roller video, all that kind of stuff is him gaining the weight, and then he did the whole like switcheroo of like, when in 2021 filming himself a bunch of times being fat, and then just like with a flick of a switch, boom, he's thin now. Obviously, and I think that's kind of a bad message, because it's not like that. I've tried to lose weight, obviously, and it's like, you're not going to lose it at a flick of a switch. He's not showing his workout process, really. He's not motivating people. He's just saying, hey, I was skinny, I got fat, and now I'm skinny again. But as a personal trainer, that's literally your fucking job. Like me and you, we have full-time jobs, and then we want to stream, and then we want to make podcasts, and then you're a fucking dad. You need time with your family. I'm an introvert, so I like spending time by myself. I like, right.
No, but like you said, it's not realistic. And you said you try to lose weight. Me being in the army, I had to be a certain weight. Like I had to meet certain, which it was my job to be that way. But that wasn't my only job to be the weight that they wanted me to be.
Right.
I was also, I cooked. So from 4 a.m. till 2 or 3 p.m. I was cooking, and then I would have to find time to go to the gym and work out. And so seeing people like that where he gained the weight purposely, that's not an inspiration to nobody.
No.
You know what I mean? Like for someone who's, I always struggle with my weight before the army. Of course, I was almost 300 pounds. I had to lose the weight just to fucking go and provide for my family, regardless, serve my country. But for me to provide my family, I had to be a certain weight. So when I see shit like that, like that's not, that's not inspiring. That's not, for me, it's not good content.
No,
Like I said,
I think it basically almost puts people down because, like you said, you've had to lose the weight, and it's not easy. So I'm interested to see what other people think of that kind of content. Like, and again, like this guy's not making money doing this, right? Like, I think the money he's going to be making is people contacting him to sign up. He must, like, if he's a personal trainer, he kind of must either have a workout program that he's selling, or he's selling his, if you're in Russia, maybe you can meet up with him and work out with him. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's like he has an ulterior motive, and I don't think it's motivating people. So his content was basically like, look what I can do, and I can help you do the same thing. But no matter what, like again, personal trainers, that's your fucking job, is to work out. So obviously you're going to be able to lose that weight. If it was my job to lose weight, I think I could do it. Like if you literally told me we'll pay you what we pay you to do graphic design, but go lose weight instead, fucking sign me up. Sign me the fuck up. Yeah.
I'll be a Greek Adonis. I have a gym. It's not, I haven't got none of the equipment put together, but I got a gym. I could lose the weight if you're going to pay me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because you don't even have the time to put it together right now. So maybe when you do have time, I know you got a vacation coming up in a bit. Like maybe that's the time. But again, like even if it's not the time, you fucking deserved your time to enjoy your vacation. And if you don't want to work out in your vacation, then don't fucking work out during your vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I had to watch my weight. I had to, I always dealt with, like, I could gain weight like that, and like you guys will see. I'm not saying that I'm gonna make it a transformation type thing, but when I decide to start working out and I want to lose the weight, me and Juan talked about it off podcast before. I do want to lose some weight. I want to get a little back to what I was before. I was immobile and stuff for my knee surgery and stuff, but I lose weight pretty quickly too. But I'm not gonna post 10 videos of me going and then being skinny. That's not inspiration. Maybe I do post a video of like, hey, I wanted to lose 20 pounds, and not because I needed to. It's not my job. I'm not going to get kicked out of the army anymore for being overweight. I wanted to. I did it myself. And then kind of we could talk to you guys, see what you guys feel about that. But that's neither here nor there. When it all comes back down to, maybe he was a personal trainer, maybe no one was booking him, maybe he wasn't a good, maybe he was good at it, but no one was doing it. So he did some shit like this, and where he embarrasses himself in 5 seconds of the video. Then the last 5 seconds, he shows himself skinny. Maybe it's a good marketing ploy. Maybe
I think it's a decent marketing ploy. But again, like, as far as like how far would you go to make content, I definitely wouldn't put on another 100 pounds to try to take it off, even if that was part of my content. I don't think that's healthy for me to do, which kind of leads us into our next form of content. Josh, I don't know if you know what mukbangs are, no. But for our listeners at home, if you don't know what a mukbang is, it's basically like you're taking as much food as humanly possible. This one is ASMR mukbang from McDonald's. It's so obviously it's as much, and this is like kind of a light mukbang too, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could literally eat this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I could literally, I could do this. I could do this.
So maybe
this is
like, hold on, this is a bad one. This is a bad example. Let's go to this much noodles. That's a fuck ton of noodles. And I don't know how far this girl gets down these noodles. She fucking downs these noodles. Yeah.
So, okay, I could do this. I could mukbang. I'd go this far.
You'd go
This
this
is
far?
how far I'd go.
Yeah.
If you want to see a mukbang, put in a comment below. I would mukbang the shit out of some shit.
Would you
Tacos.
would you mukbang if it I don't know if you know Nikocado Avocado. This is the person that I wanted to point out to you.
That's not no. That's not Nikocado avocado.
It sure is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. This is Nikocado Avocado in 2016. Now, if you want to know what Nikocado Avocado looks like now,
That's. Hold on. Go back to the beginning.
or like of this video,
That is him.
that's
No,
Nikocado
his old
Avocado.
picture.
So he kind of started, he was a vegan who started out by mukbanging. And obviously here he's mukbanging noodles with veggies. And as he goes along his journey of mukbanging, he realizes how popular and how, let me speed up this video just because there's no volume anyways. But it kind of just shows you how much these people, like this category of content, I never thought people would want to watch people fucking eat a massive amount of food. Never in my life would I don't want to watch this. This is
I wouldn't watch it, but I'd do it. I'd eat the fuck out some food for.
Sure, I mean, I would eat the fuck out of some food too. Like, but like, so this guy started off with like these kind of like, I would get this from Wendy's. You know, it wouldn't be that bad.
That's not vegan.
No, of course he dropped his veganism because when he was doing these mukbangs, he saw other people, and in 2018 and 2019 mukbangs were huge, and it's just people eating a massive amount of foods, as we saw with the girl eating noodles. You know, this is from this year, but I've seen a lot of these people. Trisha Paytas is another one from 2016, where she eats 10,000 calories in a day.
Was she skinny before?
No, she's always been kind of big, but
okay.
But obviously she's gained a lot of weight from these videos. So she went from like a normal sized human being to this absolute monstrosity. Like, and same with Nikocado. Like, look at him in fucking 2016. He looks like a normal dude.
That's two different people.
And then when you fast forward to 2021, look at this guy, man.
Like, he's not even. Nah. See,
understandably, like, you've changed, like, because people, like, at this point people are saying you're killing yourself, so he's turned into this character who's like, you know, and in this video on his thing, it's just water weight. Like, he's obviously turned himself into a character where he doesn't think, you know, what he's doing is bad to himself. But going from 150 pounds and to, I think now that he's somewhere the 350 almost 400 pound range.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like I get the food. Like, you don't even have to eat all the food if you're being honest. Like, you can put a bunch of food in front of you and that'll get you clicks and stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe you get a little criticism at the end, but really when you're doing content, people should be, you want people to be there for you, you know, kind of to, you know, if you're playing MLB, you want them to watch you play MLB, but you want them to cheer for you, cheer with you, do stuff like that. With the mukbang things, you want people to watch you while you eat and talk. You want them to be involved with the conversation. But at that point where, like, not even just the health shit, not like, that's two different people. He went from vegan 100 something to
eating literally this. And like, and again, this reminds me of,
is that the Trisha girl?
No, that's not Trisha. No.
Oh.
That's just another mukbanger. But you know what I mean when we talked about the dude with like the cat outfit. It's like, this is dystopian future bullshit. Why is this like on, like, these two people are literally killing themselves? Like, this is not okay. Like, I'm a big guy, I'm a big boy, but I'm not doing this to myself. And that's what I'm like, you say you could do this, but would you go to this extent? Would you, and again, not like, even if it's by yourself, would you eat this much Taco Bell today if it meant in 1 year you could have?
Oh, I eat that all the time. That's what,
but
4 tacos, 4 burrito. I could do that.
But would you want to?
I don't know if I could house it like that.
Right.
But think, does he post daily, weekly? Like, I think maybe like a weekly.
But he has Nikocado Avocado. He has more Nikocado, and he has Nikocado Avocado 3. So he has 3 fucking different channels full of this shit. So 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months. So no, he doesn't do it. He does it maybe once a month, I would assume.
I feel like that has to be skewed. Maybe sort
Here's
by
that
date.
girl again.
Oh my god.
Like it's not okay, bro. It's not okay. Even his size, he used to be 150 pounds. It's not okay. I don't know, man.
She's a mukbang.
She is mukbang.
If you look up mukbang in the dictionary, her picture pops up.
Her picture literally just pops up. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't. It's always just these super fat people. And again, like the comments are saying that like the people, they like when people do mukbangs because they feel like they can taste the food, or it's people with eating disorders that are kind of like envision themselves like being like, oh, I wish I could eat this, but they can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that the Trisha girl?
No.
Okay.
I think they've done something together. Yeah.
But it's just like you said.
That's her.
See, and even he's not that. So like she's decently like the same size as she was in the last video.
Yeah, this is 3 years ago though.
Ah, okay.
So this is where
That's some B-dubs though.
Yeah. I mean, I could fuck up all this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, definitely. I think we could house that.
Especially me and you in front of this. Oh, for sure. We ate 5 levels of spicy nut. I could fuck this up today, right now.
It'd be deleted.
So I don't know. I personally, like, you know, when I think about how unhappy I am with my weight currently, I'm like, I don't want to do that kind of stuff, and I definitely wouldn't want to do it in it gets a little wild over in Asia because they
Is she gonna eat that?
Uh-huh.
No, the fuck she's not.
Uh-huh.
I like sushi, but no.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold on. But do they eat octopus regularly?
Of course. She's like flame broiling it and everything.
She's cooking it now.
She's cooking the fuck out of that. She's tired of the raw fucking octopus.
But if you look, she's definitely not gonna eat the whole thing.
Oh, the deep is in shambles. I don't know if you've seen The Boys, but
what? Yeah, The Boy. I love The Boys.
The deep is in shambles right now.
Yeah, exactly. No, the deep is looking at that hole right now. He's just like,
oh god, I cringe watching this shit, bro. It's disgusting.
Do you think she likes doing stuff like this?
I don't know, bro. Like even with the Nikocado stuff, trust me, I fucking love Chick-fil-A, but I ain't gonna eat fucking 17 pounds of it in one sitting because I don't want to die. I don't want to hate it.
Well, that is true, because it's like, it's not even just that he's eating a lot of food. That's his character. Like his character now is the big fat guy.
Exactly.
Who, like how he's riding around the scooter. That's not mukbangs anymore. That's a fat guy on a little scooter. And 350 pounds, like I literally went to the doctor. I'm 250. Yeah. I'm not happy with it because I'm like 5'10. Yeah. You know, that's 30 pounds in the past year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know,
I don't want to tell you my weight. That's how much I'm not happy with it. But I'm the same. I think I was around 230, 240 before the pandemic, and I've definitely gained at least 30 pounds, like minimum, maybe even 40 pounds. I don't know, because the pandemic was super hard on me, and I'm not a personal trainer, so I didn't gain the weight thinking, hey, I'm gonna lose the weight in fucking 8 months. It just kind of happened, and now we have to manage it. And I think a lot of people are the same way. So I'm not saying anything. And you know, when talk about mukbangs, it's kind of weird because it's like I really do kind of. Mukbangs kind of disgust me, but you know what it doesn't disgust most Americans?
What?
Hot dog eating contest.
Joey,
our boy, USA. Joey Chestnut in the building. Obviously, if you missed the hot dog, if you missed Nathan's hot dog eating contest this year, 2022, you definitely missed the greatest moment of our boy, our champion, Joey Chestnut, absolutely fucking up a protester. He sees him, headlock like he's fucking Hulk Hogan, takes him down, and then just goes right back to mukbanging those fucking hot dogs.
Nikocado avocado could never.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? I'm wondering, dude, because I've always wondered how many hot dogs do you think you could put down? You know what I mean? Like, so maybe next year, I'm not gonna say it now. Maybe if we lose some weight, me and you, I'm saying we gotta like we gotta lose some weight for it. I'm not gonna eat fucking 50 hot dogs.
75 hot dogs.
Yeah, but I really want to try to challenge ourselves to see how many hot dogs we could put down, man. Like,
if you guys want to see us do a mukbang / hot dog eating, wing eating contest, you let us fucking know.
Let us know in the comments.
I will absolutely destroy him.
And so I mean, I think that's kind of that's kind of where I want to end our talk about the conversation of how far you'd go, because I think we did a pretty good job of showing both sides of like even like more of friendly stuff, like the kids show stuff. I feel like there's some merit there if you want to make yourself kind of kid friendly, and that's the kind of content you want to make, like a Blue's Clues, a Wiggles, our boy, a Roldy, that kind of stuff. I don't, you know, I wouldn't even if you want to put on a cat outfit and go like that's up to you, bro.
That's
like I don't
future. That's literally our future.
I just couldn't do that stuff. I don't think the mukbang, I don't think that's good for people's health, especially if you're going to do it a lot and not plan to work out, because I know because Joey Chestnut, he's a skinny guy. I know a lot of other competitor eaters.
Stoney.
What's that?
Matt Stoney.
Matt Stone.
Have you heard of Matt Stone?
Yes. Yeah, Matt Stoney.
Yeah.
Yes.
He fucking houses some shit.
There's another guy too. I think there's LA Beast. I don't know if you've ever seen LA Beast.
No, I know Matt Stone, and there's this other guy. He electric something. He just eats a fuck ton of food, but it's not like the mukbang. He just eats like, and he like fast forwards it, and he just like fucking houses like 10,000, 20,000 calories a day or some shit.
Yeah, and
but
again,
he cycles like 20 miles every morning.
I did want to wind things down, but I think I need to show you at least LA Beast. This is a video from 2014. So mind you, this is around the time I was making WWE action figure videos, right? This guy has a cactus, an LA Beast.
No. He's not going to eat that. What is it Pokey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ow.
And I think he shows like up close his like lips have all these like pins in them and shit later.
Why?
Because this is the kind of stuff he wanted to do to get big back in 2014. He wanted to do crazy shit.
So stupid.
Like, I don't know if we've also ever seen Shoe Nice. Have you ever seen Shoe Nice?
No.
Shoe Nice is another guy that I knew way back when. Again, his shit must have been removed because, man, I used to watch this guy in 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
But he used to eat super hot things. He used to slam liquor. He used to, and again, like, I don't know, because every time you see this guy, he's always living out of a motel. But this guy has millions and millions and millions of views. Not on this channel. Again, his old channel must have been removed. But like, man, this guy used to be the king of YouTube.
There's what's the guy? I can't remember his name, but he chugs like drinks.
Mm-hmm.
He just broke the world record for the drink chug.
Was that on? Is that a TikTok guy?
I don't know if he's TikTok or if he's YouTube. I want to say he's YouTube. It's this big black dude. He just houses like.
Oh yeah. No. He won. There was also another challenge. It was like a lemonade drinking challenge after the hot dog challenge. He won that. Yeah.
That's where I saw it. Yeah. But like, and then, you know, I don't know. Like you said, we wanted to kind of end it off with how far you would go. Like I said, obviously the first stuff we started out with, that's cringy to me. I couldn't do that. But the shit we just watched, like the guy gaining all the weight, then the Nikocado guy, and like I couldn't even think about going that far. You know what I mean? Even like the podcast, starting the podcast was like, it's not far for a lot of people, but that's something that, you know, is different. You know, we were streaming, but this is different. This is totally different. This is a whole different beast.
Yeah, I know. And I think like, especially with the mukbangers, I think if you, like I was going to say, because the LA Beast guy, the guy that ate the cactus, he is a professional eater, and I can't remember another guy, but like I used to kind of watch these like weird eating videos, but like not like mukbangs, like eating weird shit like a cactus. At least that's like, how are you doing this? Or I guess, how are you doing? Like, how are you putting down that much McDonald's or that much Popeyes or whatever? But with competitive eaters, they eat a lot, but then they work out afterwards because they know they're eating a lot. Like that LA Beast guy, he wasn't a big dude. A fucking Joey Chestnut is like 100 pounds, man. Like he's skinny as fuck.
He always looks the same.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like that kind of stuff. I feel like as long as you're like, if you were a mukbanger, but like you were like, I'm going to mukbang, but then I'm going to mukbang once a week, but I'm going to work out 5 times a week. And like basically your mukbang is your cheat day. You know what I mean? Like, because I know people have cheat days, but you really have to get into that routine of like, because I don't know if you've seen what The Rock eats on his cheat days.
Oh, but he got like 10 banana pancakes, 17
exactly.
chocolate chip
He
cookies.
basically
Shout out.
mukbangs on his cheat days. Like The Rock
Yeah.
should start a mukbanging channel. You know what? Hashtag The Rock mukbangs. That's what we
Hey,
need.
hashtag rock bang. Hashtag rock bang.
bang.
But no, but with that too, like they started out as a mukbang. Like the girl, the octopus eating girl, maybe
Yeah.
she was been mukbanging for years, and she's not. Obviously, she wasn't fat. Maybe she does work out, maybe she doesn't. But for the people who don't, and like, not even that, like you can get fat. Like obviously, be whatever size you want. Yeah, it's unhealthy and it's unthink. You know, you could eventually die from it. But
if you got millions of dollars, because even I let me go look it up right now. I don't have it on. I thought I had it on my list, but I guess I didn't. I looked up how much Nikocado was making this month alone.
Yeah. But he turned it into a character. He turned this unhealthy, crazy, too farness into his way of life. You know what I mean?
Right. And let me
And
quickly.
it's too far.
And obviously, Social Blade isn't, be all, end all, tell all,
Yeah.
fight all. But it is a pretty decent look at how much somebody is around making, again, such a huge gap. But Nikocado Avocado makes anywhere in a year from $304,000 to almost $700K. And again, even if it's on the low end, if you told me I could make $304,000 from eating that much, just like McDonald's and all this stuff, maybe I would work out afterwards. I don't know.
But then he's doing that on multiple channels though too, right?
Yeah, he has more than one channel, so it's just you never know exactly how much somebody is making. But the guy makes at least $500,000 a year, if not more, maybe even $1 million a year. I don't know, but he makes a lot of fucking money doing this stuff. And I know now, like I've heard some controversy with him, and he hasn't posted a while, so I've heard he's working on himself and losing some weight, which good for him. But I don't know, man. I personally wouldn't do mukbanging as like if we did it on here like one day as like as a meme, like we wanted to mukbang something that's differently, or like the hot dogs. If we did a hot dog,
it's not a meme. Do it. Yes, tell us you want it. I want to eat it.
But I don't think you'd start a channel doing that, would you?
No. I don't have that much money.
or you want to see your kids grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But that's the thing is $500,000 a year worth your life in 10 years?
Right.
That's 2016. He was 150 pounds. It's not even 10 years later. Yeah. And he's gained 200 pounds.
Yeah. It's been
his
6
blood
years.
pressure's probably through the roof. He's fucking he probably had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to post that, of course.
Yeah.
But what if he had a heart attack? You won't know.
Exactly.
And is that worth $500,000? But same thing, like you said, with these guys who kind of evolved into something good.
Yeah.
Like Logan Paul was a shithead piece of shit. Then he fought KSI and turned his life around, started the podcast, got into more adult, mature, better content rather than continue that character that he was doing.
Yeah.
So there's two sides of the narrative to where, like you said, he wasn't willing to go that far to still be the asshole.
Right.
Like he became a better person.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like the kid, the Jake Paul kid,
he's smart.
He turned into boxing, and he went from that kid friendly, like they were like
the fucking Disney
gang.
Channel, bro. Like he was literally on the Disney Channel.
Exactly, and he evolved from that to he's a bad guy, talk shit, box, be professional boxer or whatever. He hasn't fought a real boxer yet, but he's going to soon, I think.
Yeah,
like in a couple of weeks or something like that. And it's like he evolved in a right way. Like he's not. Obviously, he couldn't continue. He got kicked off Disney Channel, or I don't know how that worked. But
as long as you keep the content up, like as long as they keep doing what they're doing, like as long as you either keep boxing or when you're done boxing, move on to something else. It's like I can see you holding your audience that like your own podcast is going to have longevity. You could do it until you're 45, 50, 55, 60. And then by hopefully that time you have enough money that you can either give the podcast to somebody else or invest in somebody else's podcast or do something where you're helping the next generation come up. Because I think if I'm 60, 65, like personally, I want to be on a fucking boat or something. I don't want to be doing shit anymore when I'm 65. Like fuck that shit. I want to actually retire. I know retirement's not in a lot of people's futures, but I want to be able to retire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. and I'm a huge Saints fan. So there's this podcast off the bench. I think it's off the bench. I hope it's off the bench. If I'm not, I'm embarrassed myself. Whatever. But they're on New Orleans ESPN now. They have separate channels, sub channels. They have people who do like reporting for them too. So like they gave opportunity for other people.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you're 60 and you're done with the podcast, you're not Howard Stern. And you're not going to keep it going. You're like, hey, you guys run the podcast now. Now the UW podcast is yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or it's just like somebody else that starts their own thing. It's like, hey, we've put our resources into growing them and stuff like that. And I really, I'm trying to end the show here, but I'm trying to like, things are coming up in my mind as I'm saying it, because I'm like, even John Boy Media, he started out by just putting his own voiceover over MLB. Like, what is this guy thinking? And what's this guy? Oh, look at this guy's lip reading. And this guy said, fuck you to the ump. That's why he kicked him out. And then
the
boom.
Houston Astro controversy too really set him to the next level, because of course he's a Yankees fan. Like, of course we're salty and shit. Everyone cheats in baseball, but he turned it into content.
Yeah.
But he wasn't goofy about it. Like some people were like, oh, the Astros cheat. Fuck the Astros their whole life. They make their whole channel about being negative about the Astros, and they probably went nowhere.
Yeah,
where
he moved, he evolved, he's always evolved, and now he has his own podcast where it's just more about him. He doesn't even have to act in the podcast, like, and he's built his own media brand around sport and around
the
doing
Yes
that.
Network.
Yes,
the
man,
Yes
it's
Network.
crazy.
He's talking, and then Jake too came onto the the podcast to show with him. He has Talking Jake.
Yeah,
like they grown, and like they have the sit down, like seem like Barstool Sports.
Right.
He started fucking 12 years ago, and now he's got there's Barstool Sports New York, Barstool Sports LA. Like they grew it into something different, and so you can see where you take it too far in the right direction, where you're making smart decisions, and it may take longer, and it may like you said, it may not blow up like that. Like you may not get 1 million views because you didn't go from 150 pounds to 200 pounds in 6 years. Maybe it took you 12 years, but I can't even remember his name. I think we were talking about, because he was on Jake or Logan Paul's podcast too. He's making millions of dollars too, and he's not 300 pounds. He's not gonna die younger, because you know what I mean. He took the time. He evolved in the right way. You know what I mean. So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we're saying that. I know we're trying to end the show. We did.
Yeah.
Talk about a couple of things.
You know how far I would go for content?
Yes.
Here it is, baby. Okay. So, and again, let me start off by saying, if you've seen any of these kind of challenges on TikToks, put them in the comment below. Let us know, because we love, obviously with the USA versus Canada episode, we kind of had a lot of fun doing the kind of like drinking the soda. We put a little challenge behind it with the quiz, and obviously, or the spelling bee, and then the quiz with the hot nuts. But this time I found a video that I did not believe. And then whenever I tell people, they say no fucking shot. But it's only a minute long. Well, I'll probably even end it before a minute, but just give this a watch.
Any light beer with Mountain Dew, it tastes amazing.
There's no way this can be true.
So they're saying Mountain Dew and light beer tastes amazing.
Had these in the fridge.
So this guy has a Coors Light and a Mountain Dew.
Y'all know I'm a beer guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I'll
skip ahead here. He mixes them together. Mountain Dew, beer. Takes a sip. Takes another sip.
No shot.
Puts more beer in. He said it's good.
No shot.
Now again, one video, but it has 12.3 thousand likes. Not sure how many views. But we are going to try this out. Of course, Josh doesn't know how to listen to rules, so he doesn't have a light beer. He does have a Modelo, though, so he's going to try Modelo with Mountain Dew. I'm going to go ahead and get my my light beer. I think I have a Coors Light as well and a Mountain Dew, so I have the exact setup as our video here. Let me go grab that now. I'm going to be 2 seconds. And...
I'm just testing. It's not against the rules. I just wanted to branch out. I wanted to be different, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then what about the next challenge? We'll get there. Okay. Hold on.
Shut up,
Let me go grab my stuff. Okay. We are back. I'm ready.
Okay. I'm ready. Are
my
you
light
ready?
beer. We got our Coors Light. You got your Modelo.
Yes.
I got my Colts mug here. Go Colts.
I just have a regular cup. This is our ASMR section.
It's ASMR. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's no way it tastes good. That has to be just for the views.
All right, light beers in here.
Okay, so we got our Modelers. We got our Modelers here.
The only thing I could find was this fucking 2 liter. So I got Mountain Dew that I'm never gonna drink. Hold on, your camera's blurry.
Oh shit! Is it? Come on, what are you doing? This isn't that kind of channel. Hey, it blurred it out for the kids, for the content. Come on, fucker.
I splash beer in my face. Not bad. Okay,
Right.
so I'm pretty sure I did half and half here. Half and half.
Am I still blurry? I'm still blurry. Am I still blurry?
Bring it back slowly. Put your hand
Oh,
up and then bring it back to your face.
Like I've never done this before. Like I never made content before. Yo, what the fuck is going on? There we go.
There you go.
God damn, no more cup into the fucking. All right, so we have our fucking beer here.
That's what I
as you
did with
guys
the
can see.
fucking what do you call it? Our boy you said it earlier. The stupid guy with the fucking dumb drinks, the soda dude. What's your
I
boy's
didn't
name?
know his name. I didn't say his name.
Fixin', you did. Lester.
Oh, Lester.
All right, we got our
All
light
right.
beer and Mountain Dew. I'm actually nervous. Here we go. I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
little, a little sip, keep it healthy.
All right. It just tastes like Mountain Dew.
It kind of does just taste like Mountain Dew.
It's just like malt, Mountain Dew malt.
Where's my light beer? Where's my light beer? I need more light beer. It's kind of good. I don't know.
It's not bad.
Bro, I kind of fuck with it. I don't know, bro.
Will it fuck you up though?
Obviously, same amount of alcohol. I mean, if you're gonna have to drink more liquid,
That's not bad.
that's not bad at all. I dig that.
You're right. Let me go ahead with more beer. Let's see. Maybe the ratio's off. This wasn't science, okay? This wasn't science. All right, let's try it now.
Bro, I kind of fuck with that heavy. I don't know. It's good.
It just tastes like Mountain Dew to me. Like
Yeah,
I think
but
it
if you-
overpowers the beer.
Yeah, but put more beer in.
I did the whole can. There's nothing left.
Because I did like, I don't know. I fuck with that though.
It's good. It's good. I
And it kinda
wouldn't go
gets
out of
rid
my way to make
it's-
it.
It gets rid of the head of the beer as well.
Yeah, no, it does.
Like there's no head. So no head?
no head. L. We like
Okay,
head
well,
over here.
I fuck with that. I mean, we don't have to drink it all on camera because we do have another challenge that you also didn't listen to the rules for.
Okay, and in my defense, okay, guys, everyone, I'm guessing people have seen. I know I saw it. The Sprite challenge.
Yes. And we have it right here. If you do not know what the Sprite challenge is,
What is
you
that?
just have to drink a normal 500 milliliter bottle of Sprite. You don't have to chug it. You just have to drink it.
He said 500 milliliter. But yeah, just whatever.
You're drinking 2 cans.
I don't have to. Actually, let me get. I have a can and a half. A can and a half should be good, right? That's
Yeah. No, that's good.
12. Yeah, that's about 16 ounces. 16 ounces.
Yeah. So we have. Oh yeah, I said milliliters. Was that my bad? Am I supposed to say
yeah.
ounces?
Yes.
It doesn't even
I need
say
that.
ounces.
I need another cup.
I thought you guys did milliliters. No.
No, not even close. Everywhere else in the world they do the metric system. We do not.
Okay, so it's 17 ounces, I guess. Apparently.
It's 16 ounces.
Okay, well, 500 milliliters is 16.9 fluid ounces, so that's rounded up to 17.
It's 60. We round down here, okay? I'm not 250.
Okay, so hold on. If you don't know what the Sprite challenge is, you're supposed to drink a bottle of Sprite in one sitting. Like it doesn't have, you don't have to chug it, but it does. This is gonna go down in the next 5 minutes.
I need a cup. I don't want to pour it in here. I have my beer.
No, just drink it. Oh yeah, you don't like drinking out of cans. Go get another cup.
Yeah. All right,
wait.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Again, if you don't know, we're drinking one bottle in one sitting, and apparently you're not allowed to burp until the bottle is gone. And in your case, 2 cups of Mountain Dew, because again, you don't know how to follow instructions at all.
I walked right past the Sprite, if I'm being honest.
So he walks right past the Sprite when I literally texted him saying, "Hey, make sure you grab a Mountain Dew and a bottle of Sprite."
I grabbed the Kit Kat at that I ate it though.
Oh yeah,
I ate it
yeah,
last
because
night.
the Kit Kat challenge is coming right up after this, right?
I ate it last night. I didn't follow any instructions.
Got you. No, but that's fine. Josh gonna make it up for next week, but for this week, he's gonna try chugging the Mountain Dew because he got his Mountain Dew anyways. So he's gonna do the Mountain Dew challenge. We're gonna do the Sprite challenge over here, and then we're gonna sign off after we do this challenge. You know, we don't know the results, so let's get going on this, and then we'll see you guys next week. But for right now, cheers.
Cheers. My camera don't mess up, please.
It doesn't have to be in one sip.
Oh, it doesn't.
We can take our time.
Probably
You just have
shouldn't
to get
breathe
through
in
the whole bottle without burping.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That doesn't feel good.
I'm not gonna make it. Bro, I'm not gonna make it.
Probably shouldn't be breathing in air.
I'm not gonna make it.
I feel like that guy from the video where my stomach's all poofy. I'm almost done. I'm gonna lose weight after the burp. Inspiration.
I just need to get this down. I'm gonna die.
Done.
How do you feel right now?
I got burp. I got burp. I got burp.
Don't do it yet.
I'll just do the thing the guy did.
I did it.
All right. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe. Go ahead. Y'all watch. You failed already. We didn't even get that far. Maybe the Sprite is fizzier.
You gotta get a fucking Sprite next week. I am. End it. End it.
All right, hey, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Go follow on the Spotify, the Twitch, Walnut Glut, J Saint 1011. Y'all go follow all the CZC members as well. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all watching the video, subscribe. God. Oh God. We got some good shit coming. Oh God, we got some TLC shit coming. Spoiler alert. We got some more discussions, some family stuff. Hey, y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.